It started with a scent. A faint perfume clinging to his shirt that I had never worn. Sweet, sharp, expensive, not mine. I tried to ignore it, folding his laundry in silence, but the thought stayed. That night, he said he had a business trip. He kissed my forehead. His lips were cold, he left his coffee half-finished, his phone charger forgotten on the counter. My stomach tightened, something inside me whispered that I should check. I opened the laptop, his email was still logged in. A hotel confirmation blinked at me. A name I did not recognize was under the guest companion section. I felt the world narrow. The sound of the refrigerator hum grew louder. My heart began to pound against my ribs. My hands trembled as I reached for my phone. I called the hotel. My voice was calm, too calm. The receptionist confirmed the reservation. 2 guests, a king-sized room, tonight. I thanked her politely. My throat burned as I hung up. The living room light flickered. The walls felt closer. The air tasted metallic. I opened my banking app. I blocked his cards, every single one. The power felt electric. Control returning, inch by inch. Minutes later, my phone rang. His name flashed on the screen. I stared at it. The phone vibrated again, and again. I answered. His voice was frantic. He asked why his card was declined. He said he was embarrassed. He said there were people watching. I said nothing. He begged. He said it was not what it looked like. But I could hear a woman laughing softly in the background. A muffled giggle. Something inside me went silent. Not broken, just still. I could hear his breathing quicken. He said, "Please talk to me." I could smell that perfume again, as if it had seeped into my memory. I closed my eyes. I thought about the years I spent trusting him, the nights waiting up, the excuses, the lies dressed as love. He kept talking, words spilling fast, empty, meaningless. I let him talk. Then I said, "You always forget your charger." Silence, then confusion in his tone. He asked what? I repeated it slowly. "You always forget your charger." And I ended the call. The phone fell from my hand onto the couch. The screen glowed faintly against the dim room. Outside, thunder rolled. Rain began to tap against the windows. I sat there listening to the storm. The air smelled of wet earth and cold metal. I thought of the hotel room, the sheets, the laughter, the silence that would follow when the cards stopped working. I imagined his face when he realized he could not leave. No taxi, no food, no comfort. Just him, and her, and the truth. The clock ticked softly. I felt the weight lift from my chest. I picked up the phone again. There were 20 missed calls, 5 messages, each one angrier than the last. I deleted them all. Then I packed a small bag, a sweater, my passport, cash. I looked around the house one last time. The house we built, the house that never really felt like home. I locked the door behind me. The rain soaked my hair as I stepped outside. The night air was cold, clean, alive. I walked toward the car and started the engine. The headlights cut through the rain. I did not look back. The phone began to ring again, glowing on the passenger seat. I let it ring, and when it stopped, I felt a strange calm settle over me. The road stretched ahead, dark and endless, but for the first time in years it was mine, only mine. I drove into the rain, leaving the perfume, the lies and the man behind. The thunder followed me for a while, then it faded, and all that remained was the sound of my own heartbeat, steady and free. I found out my husband was in a hotel with another woman. I blocked all the cards. He called, but I did not answer again. I kept driving, and this time I knew exactly where I was going. Home, a shape, tall, still. I turned. The papers were gone. Only the pen remained, standing upright on the table, as if held by an invisible hand. The air thickened, the scent of lemon cleaner turning sour. The reflection in the glass shifted again. It was her, standing outside in the rain. Her face pale, her eyes wide, staring straight at me. But her lips, they were moving, forming silent words I could not hear. I opened the door, the wind slamming it from my grasp. She was gone. Only footprints remained, leading away into the dark. And beside them, another set, larger, heavier. The photograph lay at my feet, soaked and torn. The man's eyes now scratched out. I felt something cold touch my shoulder. I turned, heart frozen. No one was there. But on the table, the pen began to move again. Slowly, writing one final line beneath my signature. "Now it is your turn." The ink bled through the paper like spreading blood. And in that moment, I finally understood. She had never meant to scare me. She had been trying to warn me,